Before we dive in today, let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're just trying to stay afloat when it comes to your finances? Like you're working hard, but not really making any progress towards your goals? What if I told you there's a tool that can help you take control of your money, align your spending with your values, and achieve true financial freedom? That's our hot topic for today, folks.
Welcome to the Ask Ralph podcast. We're listening to an experienced financial professional with over 30 years of experience can help you make sense of confusing questions, current headlines, and industry trends about taxes, small business, financial decision-making, investment strategies, and even the art of proper budgeting. Ask Ralph makes the complex simple by sharing his real-world knowledge from a Christian perspective with all things financial. Now here's your host, Ralph Estep Jr.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ask Ralph podcast, where we tackle your finances with faith at the forefront. I am so glad you're joining me today. You know, we talk a lot about budgeting on this show. It's one of those foundational financial practices that can truly help you revolutionize your relationship with money. But have you ever stopped to think about why budgeting is so important, beyond just keeping track of your dollars and cents? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're uncovering the 5 main purposes of budgeting, and trust me, these go far beyond just avoiding debt. This is about aligning your money with your values and living a life of purpose and intentionality. Before we jump in, I want to give a quick shout out to all of our new listeners. Welcome to the Ask Ralph family. If you're new here, we release fresh content every single morning, covering everything from practical money management tips to the intersection of faith and finances. I hope you're able to listen to yesterday's show, where we spoke about what to do when your IRS tax refund was not exactly what you were expecting. If not, I want to encourage you to go check it out. We have excellent content on our website. That's at AskRalphPodcast.com. And speaking of content, tomorrow is a can't-miss episode. I'm sitting down with the incredible Ralph West, a business coach and mentor who's helped countless entrepreneurs avoid burnout while scaling and growing their businesses. Ralph has some incredible insights to share, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't miss that one. Now let's get back to today's topic, the 5 main purposes of budgeting. To kick things off, I want to share a verse from Proverbs that really sets the stage for our conversation. And that's this: the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. That's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 5. This verse reminds us that intentionality matters. It's not enough to simply hope for financial stability. We need to be proactive and plan for it. And that's where budgeting comes in. So without further ado, let's dive into the 5 main purposes of budgeting. And the first one is this: gaining clarity and control. Imagine this: you're driving down a winding road, but you have no idea where you're going. You're just following the curves, hoping for the best. Well, that's what it's like if you manage your money without a budget. You're at the mercy of impulse purchases and unexpected expenses. Budgeting brings clarity. It allows you to see exactly where your money is going each and every month. It helps you identify areas where you might be overspending and highlights opportunities to save. And listen, we can all help with doing that. It's like putting on a pair of financial glasses. Suddenly you can see clearly where you are and where you want to go. It brings up a funny story. I can still remember when I was prescribed glasses for the first time. I feel like it was during my junior year of college. I was standing at the checkout of the counter of the store where I bought my glasses and put them on, and wow, I could see clear across the road and had clarity I hadn't seen in years. It's an experience I can still remember to this day, well, many years later. No need to share exactly how many years we're talking about. But clarity is just the first step. Budgeting also gives you control. When you have a plan for your money, you're no longer reacting to your financial situation. You're proactively shaping it. You're making conscious decisions about how to allocate your resources. That will empower you to achieve your financial goals. In my personal case, those glasses empowered me to see farther and with more clarity than I had been able to see in years. Let's move on to purpose number 2, aligning your money with your values. As Christians, our faith should permeate every aspect of our lives, including our finances. Our money is a gift from God, and we're called to be good stewards of it. If you listen to this show, this is something I talk about all the time. But how can we be good stewards if we don't have a clear understanding of where our money is going? That's where budgeting becomes a powerful tool for spiritual growth. It allows us to align our spending with our values. For example, let's say generosity is important to you. Your budget can reflect that by allocating a specific amount for charitable giving each week or each month. If you value experiences over material possessions, your budget can prioritize travel and entertainment. The truth is, folks, budgeting helps us move beyond simply paying bills and allows us to start living intentionally. It allows us to use our finances as a tool to make a difference in the world and live out our faith in tangible and measurable ways. I certainly encourage all of my listeners to live out their faith. I think that's what we're here for. Let's go to purpose number 3, and that's achieving your financial goals. Whether it's buying a home, paying off debt, retiring comfortably, all have financial goals we're working towards. But without a plan, these goals can feel like distant dreams. Budgeting provides a roadmap to reach your financial destination. It helps you break down large goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Again, this is something I talk about on the show all the time. By tracking your progress and making adjustments along the way, you'll stay motivated and on track to achieve your financial aspirations. Remember, a budget isn't about deprivation. It's about prioritization. It's about making conscious choices today that will set you up for financial freedom and abundance tomorrow. We've covered a lot of ground so far, haven't we? We've talked about how budgeting brings clarity and control. It aligns our money with our values and paves the way to achieve our financial goals. But there are 2 more critical purposes of budgeting that we need to unpack. And remember, tomorrow we're diving deep into the world of entrepreneurship and avoiding burnout with the amazing Ralph West. You don't want to miss her insights. Let's get back to those final 2 purposes. Purpose number 4, building financial security and peace of mind. And folks, we all need that. Financial stress is a heavy burden to carry. It can affect our relationships. It can affect our health, and it will affect our overall well-being. But the good news is that budgeting can be a powerful antidote to financial anxiety. I have seen so many marriages abruptly end based solely on financial stresses and the fallout from that stress. It is truly sad. When you have a budget in place, you're no longer living in a constant state of uncertainty about your finances. You know where your money is going. You have a plan to cover your expenses, and more importantly, you're actively working towards your financial goals. This sense of control can bring immense peace of mind and free you from the grip of financial worry. Remember what Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 says. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Budgeting, combined with prayer and trust in God's provision, can be a powerful way to find peace in the midst of financial challenges. And finally, we have purpose number 5, leaving a legacy of generosity. As Christians, we're called to be good stewards of what God has entrusted to us, and that includes our finances. Budgeting isn't just about taking care of ourselves, it's also about positioning ourselves to bless others. I have said many times that unless you're able to steward your own resources, you're never going to be able to help and bless others. That is just a fact, my friends. When we manage our money wisely, we create margin in our lives. This margin allows us to be more generous with our time. We can be more generous with our talents, and we can be more generous with our resources. We can support ministries we believe in. We can help those in need, and we can leave a lasting legacy of generosity for generations to come. Remember, it's not about how much we have, but how we use what we've been given. Budgeting empowers us to be intentional with our finances so that we can live generous lives that honor God and make a difference in the world. So there you have it, folks. The 5 main purposes of budgeting: gaining clarity and control, aligning your money with your values, achieving your financial goals, building financial security and peace of mind, and leaving a legacy of generosity. Remember, budgeting isn't about restriction. It truly is about freedom. It's about taking control of your finances so that you can live a life of purpose, a life of intentionality, and a life of abundance. And if you're ready to start your budgeting journey, head over to AskRalphPodcast.com. We've got a ton of resources there, including past episodes. We've got blog articles and even my book that helps you master your money God's way. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to join our email list. That way you get all the latest episodes, those blog posts I just talked about, and exclusive content delivered straight to your inbox. And if you found today's episode helpful, do me a favor. Please share it with a friend or family member who could benefit from this information. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember to tune in tomorrow for my conversation with Ralph West on avoiding burnout and growing your business. It's going to be a good one. Until next time, my friends, as I always say, stay financially savvy and God bless you abundantly.
Thank you for joining us on the Ask Ralph podcast. And with a simple click to subscribe, we'll invite you back to our next episode. And remember, financial issues don't have to be complicated. Just ask Ralph. The information contained in this episode of Ask Ralph is based on data available as of the date of its release. Saggio Accounting Plus and Ask Ralph Media, Inc. is under no obligation to update this content if changes occur. Applying this information to your specific situation requires careful consideration of all facts and circumstances, and any information provided is not to be considered as financial, tax, or legal advice. Please consult your tax advisor or attorney before acting on any material covered.